It's springtime here at Food FAQ, and we're working on unleashing your kitchen confidence in a special way. Tell me about it, Keter.
Well, first of all, it's very exciting because it started to warm up here.
Yeah?
And right. So because it's warming up, it's my countdown to fall. So
I like how you're
just
so
let you know.
positive about this.
It is. I think the high at some point this week is going to be like 76.
That's
So
so nice.
it's kind of warm.
It was
But
84 degrees here yesterday, and I thought I would die.
I will say though, I'd rather spend summer in South Florida than summer in DC because it's just so fucking disgusting here. At least in Florida, you at least have like a breeze and things like that. But here it's just fucking gross.
The only thing
It's
about
really
Florida
stale.
summers that are kind of weird and I kind of look forward to is those torrential downpours every day
Mm-hmm.
in the afternoon
Yep.
that you can set a clock to.
Yeah.
If you've never experienced one of these sudden rainstorms in Florida, it's something you have to do because it looks like death is
Yeah.
like upon you.
Yeah. Especially South Florida. Like
Yeah.
massive. Like it's like the world's coming to an end. Like I
Yeah.
remember there were times that like it would get so dark outside because of clouds, like the street lights would turn on.
Yes.
And it was like it would get so insane and then like 20 minutes later it's done.
The sun is shining. It's like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And it does
Yeah.
cool down the earth a little bit because I think
It
that's what
does. It
happens.
does. Yeah.
It's-
It absolutely cools it down. I mean, I don't know if that's scientific, but it does make it a lot better.
I mean, it becomes
Unless you
more
get those
human.
really hot days though, where it's so fucking hot outside in South Florida that like you literally see the steam rising back up.
Remember?
And I don't fucking miss that whatsoever. But I will say though, I do miss, I haven't lived in South, this will be 15 years by the way, this summer. 15 years since I moved out of South Florida. And the one thing I do miss is like just those like, thunderstorms that just like shatter, like just shake your home
I know.
and
They're
things
so
like that.
sexy.
They're relaxing almost. And I think only true Floridians can understand that. The ones who are born and raised there, that it's like thunderstorms are like really relaxing to us.
I know. Isn't that
And
weird? If you're inside, it's like,
Mhm.
it's like a release almost.
Yeah, it feels really good and you just get all cozy and it feels really nice. So that is true. So I do miss that. But despite all that, I'm so
Right.
sorry. I bought a microphone, but I did not buy the adapter for
Fucking genius.
my fucking Apple computer.
Fucking
So
Apple.
I didn't want it. Ryan did. So that's why we went that way. If it was
We'll
me, it would have
blame
been a PC. But whatever. It was his Christmas gift. So anyways,
We're sacrificing the sound because we really want to get this kickstarted. We're starting a week-long series where we are taking you on a springtime picnic and we're giving you all the good ideas. And every day we're going to drop an episode with a new recipe to inspire you to make something good and take it outdoors and enjoy it, or maybe even eat outside. Just like enjoy the weather.
yes.
I think seasonality is more important to me now than ever as an adult, because when I was younger, obviously I grew up in South Florida, so it never really meant a thing to me until I started to experience weather in different places. And now even I notice it here. I notice like the very
Mhm.
small, tiny changes that do happen here. And I think food can really bring you there regardless of where you are.
Yeah,
So we're going to
absolutely.
start a picnic, bitches.
Let's do it.
Okay, so
Let's
Eric's
do
been
it.
talking about this fucking chicken salad every day
Oh
for
my
the
God,
past week.
it's so good. Holy shit.
So tell the people, just get it out.
Okay, I have to do this. Okay.
I know.
So I love chicken salad. It's
Mhm.
delicious. I love it. Here's the problem though. I hate mayonnaise. And mayonnaise also tends to be full of a lot of stuff that's not really good for us. So I had to search and figure it out. And I was able to figure out how to make this delicious curry chicken salad.
I love curry chicken
We're gonna-
salad.
It is so good. So we're going to jump right in. It's delicious. It's fucking amazing. See, I'm so excited. All right.
Mhm.
So I took about a pound of, I don't make fun of me. I bought pre-cubed chicken breast. Okay.
From
It
where?
was not cooked. Oh, I was at H Mart, which is a Korean market in the Mid-Atlantic. And I was doing shopping anyways. I'm like, fuck it. Let me just buy the chicken here. So it was just cubed chicken breast,
Raw chicken?
raw chicken.
Oh, okay.
And what I decided to do is I want to give this a little bit more flavor. So a lot of chicken salad recipes are going to tell you to like boil the chicken or things like that. And I wanted to go completely different. So what I did is I took these cubed chicken pieces and I put them in a pan with olive oil. And then I took onion powder. I took garlic powder And what I did is I also put the chicken bouillon in there.
Oh,
So instead of
God,
using
so good.
salt, I cooked with chicken bouillon. So please remember that, by the way. We're going to cook with chicken bouillon. So no salt at that point. Okay. And then I put red pepper flakes in there and I got it all nice and brown. And then I put a tablespoon of honey and I squirted a whole lime in there and let it continue cook and just got all nice and caramelized and it was really delicious. So then I put that aside. I actually put in a separate bowl because I got to let it cool now. Then I chopped up. So here's the thing. It does call for almond pieces, but because of Ryan's allergy, I can't have nuts in the house. So I just use more celery.
There's 2 big nuts already there. And I'm not talking about your genitals either. I'm talking about you too.
I don't know. I saw your face and I figured you were making another joke. But anyway, this is not the time, Mariella. It's curry chicken salad time.
Excuse me.
God damn, Mariella. So, all right. So then I took 5 stalks of celery, sliced it in half, and then chopped it really finely, put it in a bowl. And at this point, if you want to use, I wanted to use some purple onions. I didn't have any, but you can go ahead and use purple onions at this point. And then what I did is I took 3/4 of a cup of, it was Fage Zero yogurt. I took 3/4 of a cup of the yogurt. It honestly is, it is the best Greek yogurt. At least in my opinion, it's the best Greek yogurt. And I put it in there. And then I put 1/4 of a cup of non-fat sour cream.
Okay.
And then I did go ahead and put just a tiny little piece, because I do believe that you do season in layers. Mm-hmm. So I did put a tiny bit of sea salt in there. I put some black pepper in there. And then I put 2 heaping tablespoons of curry powder.
Okay.
And I mix it all together. And then I took that chicken that you have set aside in a bowl and I chopped it up very, very finely. So I just whacked the fuck out of it. I chopped it up really finely.
Experience.
And
you're an experienced whacker.
This is curry chicken salad, Mariella. This is very serious times. Okay. I don't need your
whack.
I don't need your jokes. And then I went ahead, shut the fuck up. And then I went ahead and I also did put another touch of honey in there. And when I mean a touch of it, I mean like half a teaspoon. And I then mix all the chicken in there. And then here's the other thing. I do not like raisins, but for some reason, there's a place for it in curry chicken salad. Uh-huh. I looked for golden raisins. For some reason, I couldn't find it. So I just used regular raisins. And I went ahead, you could put I would say about 1/4 of a cup to 1/3 of a cup in there.
Okay. Yeah, it's so
and then
good.
You mix it up. That's it, folks. And it's done. Now, I did have some that day. And then the next day, it became even better.
That's what I was going to ask.
It was so much better. And then I served it very simply. I took a piece of pita bread and I toasted it in my air fryer and just put it right on top. And I ate it like a tostada. And it was so good. It didn't need anything else. And I thought in my head, what else can I put with it? If you want to remain carb free, go ahead and just put on top of some leafy greens, make a nice salad with it. If you want to get really delicious, and I suggest the really delicious part is go ahead and put it on a croissant. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you, this shit is fucking good just on a spoon.
Delicious.
It is so good. And so my fear was that the sourness of the yogurt and the sourness of the sour cream was going to be too much, but that curry really covered it up because I wanted the creaminess that mayonnaise gives, but I don't like mayo. So I'm the type of person that likes a very small amount of mayo. But this kept it really creamy. It was really spiced. The chicken was so good. The celery gave a nice crunch to it, and the raisin just added the sweetness to it. Madi, this was hands down fucking delicious. So if you don't want to use the yogurt and you don't want to use sour cream, go ahead and use the mayonnaise. That's fine. So I used, the measurements I think would come up to 1 cup mayo if you want to use the mayonnaise. But I just wanted to keep along the theme of spring being a little bit lighter cooking.
Right.
As the weather gets warmer outside, and this is just a very light meal. So if you want something more decadent, put the mayonnaise in. If you're looking for something that is more calorie conscious, a little bit lower calorie, then go ahead and omit the nuts like I did and use your sour cream and your yogurt. Plus the yogurt is a good protein source. So you're going to push from the chicken and the yogurt. So
super high protein.
It does keep you full. It's super high protein, keeps you full. It's low in calorie. But again, you want to make it decadent? Put the mayonnaise. Whatever you want to do it. But go out and make this, and it's so good. And I'm telling you, you will make it over and over again, so you will use that curry powder.
Yeah, that's true, because curry powder is a little tricky.
It is, because there's, at least in more Western cooking, it's strong, and in more Western cooking, we really don't use it very often. So, there are things you and I will talk about later on. We'll talk about some delicious dressings and things like that we'll use the curry powder with. I bought a tiny little curry powder from Badia, and it was
Hmm.
a tiny little curry powder. And so you don't have to go buy a large one because, again, unless you're using curry powder on a normal basis,
Often.
you're not going to use this very often. But I'm telling you, I can come up with dipping sauces and things like that. We can come up throughout the season that we can use the curry powder with. But try this. Make it at home.
Listening to this recipe, it reminds me of a couple little things that I've learned. First of all, I've talked about this before, but when you use any raw onion in something, soak it in water just for a little while.
Yeah.
Even if you just rinse
Hmm.
it, it takes the bite out of it and it
It
makes
really
it
does.
so much more enjoyable. Anything, just do it. Make sure you rinse, even for like a salad,
Yeah.
if you rinse it out, you'll see the difference. It's a huge difference. And also, which I haven't tried, but I saw this lady on the TikTok.
That's it, you old bitch.
I know. I saw her on the TikTok and she was making some shit with celery and she peeled it with a vegetable peeler on the outside because she said she didn't like the fibers. And I was like, huh, interesting,
Huh. That's actually a
right?
really interesting idea. Yeah. I'm kind of thrown back by that now.
That's what I thought. I thought, shit. I mean, that's kind of revolutionary because it is kind of annoying when you
It
have
is.
those little fibers in your mouth, even in soup or whatever. You're like, like you overlook it, but it's something you have to overlook.
I don't,
Um,
I'm not a big celery person either. There are
right?
two things I like celery in. One is curry chicken salad, and the other one is stuffing. Other than that, I'm not a big celery person. I don't use celery in a lot of things.
And ranch dressing. When you dunk it when you're eating wings or blue cheese.
Blue
Blue cheese is
cheese.
good.
Let's go with blue cheese. Yeah, let's go with
Yeah.
blue cheese.
But I'm with you. I'm not like one of these people who are like, oh, just eat fucking celery with peanut butter and put a fucking raisin on it. Like, who eats that shit?
I went through a phase where I did that though,
Fucking wrong with
but
you. But yeah, I'm not a big celery person. And I know it's like, it's good for you. It has negative calories, I think.
mhm.
It's very good. But yeah. So I want to try that peeling thing and see if it changes things for
That's
me.
actually a good idea. I'm going to try that next time I use this because I'm telling you, this is the spring of curry chicken salad.
Even
This
on a
is the
saltine,
season.
Eric.
Buddy, on a fucking wheat thin, like anything, like this thing
Mm.
would be delicious. You put on anything and it is so good and really finely chopped the chicken.
That makes such a difference.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've been noticing that too. You know, when I make tacos, like chicken tacos, I'll cook the chicken in
Mm-hmm.
cubes and then I'll run my knife through it. It's so
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah. It's a
I
better
have a,
mouthfeel.
yes. And I think I have a bit of a, like, we eat so much fucking protein these days because we're told we have to,
Right.
that I feel like I have a little bit of like a protein what's that word?
Adversity,
It's not adversity, aversion. I have a protein
aversion.
aversion, which is
Right.
funny that I have a protein in my mouth aversion, but I like it when I finally chop it. I do enjoy finely chopped chicken way more.
You should be accustomed to a lot of protein in your mouth.
But I serve that to you on a fucking platter.
You did. You did. I didn't know if I was going to go for it, but I did. And I'm very,
you,
I'm very happy that I'm very happy with the result.
you can't help yourself. I know you.
I can't. I cannot. You're right.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyhow, this is the beginning of our little picnic series. We're going to show up for 5 days, kind of in a weird schedule for us. We're doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know, whatever the fuck
It's a little
5 days
different.
is.
I think it's like a little different.
Yeah, we're going to join you for the weekend and then maybe y'all can plan for next weekend and have yourself a pretty little picnic. I don't know. Why not? Join us.
Make that curry chicken salad. You are going to impress people. I'm telling you, Mari, I have not been this excited about a recipe in a while.
I know you don't shut up about it.
And I can't because I'm eating it all the time and it's delicious. And I'm telling you, Mari, it is so good. And people are going to really think like you really worked hard at this. And it's not.
And you did it.
It's seriously, the longest it took together was just to cook them. Honestly, waiting for the chicken to cool.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that chicken's cold though, or room
Yeah.
temperature at least.
Don't fuck up your sauce.
It's going to mess up the sauce. It'll melt your sauce.
All right. So that's part one. I'm excited about this also because we have like some pretty cool recipes. I feel they're different.
Mm-hmm. They're different. And, again, I'm not really a pick person either, but if I went to a picnic and I had curry chicken salad
You're into it.
or the other stuff that we're going to talk about, we're into it. And I think it's just kind of something fun. And I think what's great about a picnic, it's something you can do with your family. It's something you can do with friends.
Yep.
And it's inexpensive because you're
Exactly.
controlling what you're taking. And so, find a nice place with your family and friends, loved ones, even if it's your own living room.
Yeah,
and
there's
enjoy
that.
this.
I do that stuff with the kids
Absolutely.
all the time. I'm like,
I
fuck
am
it,
all about
makeshift.
indoor picnics because I do not deal with nature. And when it gets warm outside, I don't deal with fucking being outside. You know how
Yeah.
people gain like they always talk about like they gain like,
Way in the
winter
winter.
weight? No, I gain summer weight because winter weight and fall weight, I'm outside all the time. Summer, I'm in fucking
I'm
indoors.
inside, bitches. In
Yeah,
freaking side. Drinking some
yep,
froze. Is
absolutely.
that still a thing?
Hands down. It's going to be for us. Okay. So,
All right, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow with another fun and exciting recipe. And don't forget to leave us a review on whichever podcast player you're listening to us on. Tell your friends. Encourage them to make one thing. Maybe you can have a potluck picnic. What the fuck? That sounds like such a good idea.
oh, that's cute. That's a cute idea. I like that.
So potluck picnic, invite a friend, send them the recipe you want them to make, and let's get this shit going.
Let's do this.
All right, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Bye bye.